we're continuing with the body work now. And as you can tell, I didn't get to record this because I didn't charge none of my batteries, and I thought a couple of them were charged. All of them were dead. I did some body work. I did the cross hatching, sanding, trying to get it all smooth, and trying to see which are the low spots and which ones are the high spots. And as you can tell, I found, well, there was the chrome and rubber piece. That piece was riveted here, so I covered that up, put a little bit of bundle there, get that smoothed out. But other than that, everything feels so smooth. The top part of the fender, however, I need to block sand a little bit more here, and then there's another spot on this side which I thought it has a dent, but I may be wrong, and it's just probably the way the shape of the fender is. But I'm gonna go ahead and block sand this, finish block sanding the top, reshaping this, block sanding that, and then I'm gonna primer it, and then I'll call it a day on that. After that is done, then I'm gonna continue on the opposite side of the fender, so I can continue on the fenders, making sure that that is good. I feel another dent right here, actually. Yep, you can't even tell, but it's a little tiny dent right here. I'm gonna get some bundle for that, and that way we can go ahead and work that in. But right now, I'm gonna be working on this. So right here, it lost the edge. There was some sanding that happened right here, and so now I'm gonna correct that. I'm gonna block sand that right here, and then on this side, these right here, these metal pieces actually belong to the quarter panel of the inside piece for the car. They were super rusted, so I ended up sanding them down. They look like that, but I put them in vinegar and water and derusted them, and then I sanded them down until they were bare metal, and then I put some rust encapsulator primer. These were on the car, and these are for newer years, and I have both sets. Well, at least that set is complete right there, top and bottom, and this is what they look like. So if anybody wants these, I'm gonna sell them, and you can paint them the way I did mine and repurpose and refinish it. These were in the car, but I took them out because I found the original ones. And once you see how it came out, I did the upholstery myself, so don't hassle me too hard. It's way better than what I have right here. This is what it looked like. Green, and it was cracked. That's how the door panels were. That's how all the panels were. They were red and green. You saw the before pictures, so I ended up working with it. So that is one of the things that I got to do. Here we go. All right, I did this side last night, and so it has a body line right here that I need to correct. It has a dent right here. There's a low spot. If you guys remember that big hole, you guys can probably see it right here, that I covered it up with fiberglass and screen metal. Just need to correct that shape. Did this right here, clean it all up, got it lined up. There's a dent right here, so I gotta mark that. There's a couple dents right here, but like I said, there's like little tiny things, dings, not dents, dings. That's what it is, dings. There's a ding right there, ding, ding, ding. That's funny. Once this is done, I'll correct that right there. I'll correct this. Just needs minor work here. Yeah, needs more right here. There's a dent right here. So this whole piece right here. Other than that, that is done. I just need to put some, cover up that pinhole that it had with some Bondo. Keep working that part. There's a dent right here, so I just need to work that up. Remember the antenna that was right there? Put some Bondo there. There's a dent right here. This is a video update on my 1979 Pontiac Grand Prix, and we are 3 weeks away from Christmas, and I've been working really hard on this car, so check it out. I almost got the whole side done on bodywork. It's pretty much done. There's a couple of spots here that I needed a refill, and then we're gonna knock all that down and make it all smooth the way it was. Take that bit of rust out, and then work on the trunk hinges, and that should be good. All of this is done, all the bodywork. I just need to sand it one more time and then get the primer sealer on it, as well as the front fender, as you guys saw in my last video. And then I'll take off the front clip probably by the end of the week. It should be done. The front fender is done, bodywork. The bodywork on this back quarter panel of the car is done. Remember that big old gaping hole I had here? That's almost done. But let me tell you guys that the roof had a wave in it and a couple of dings, but I got all that covered now. So if you see how much Bondo I had to use, not to worry, because I already know that I'm going to be knocking most of that down. I was looking at how the horizon of it looks. It would dip in the middle. I was looking at it from back here, and now I know that I just need to get that squared away now. All these are all done right here. I had another dent in here. All this is nice and straight. Whatever dents were here, it's all done. But whatever wave was in the middle right here in this section, I'm going to be able to take that off, and after that we'll be done with the roof. So yeah, so that's my video update. That's what's going on right now at the moment. As soon as that's done, I'm going to do the trunk. Then once I'm done with the trunk, we will go and do the front clip, and then that should be done. And I'm going to get going on this, removing this welding that was here on the door. If you guys I don't know if you can see that clearly. If you guys remember, there's a weld right here on the door. I don't know if the manufacturer did that or not, but I'll be removing that on both doors, unless it doesn't mess me up with when I put the doors back on. But other than that, the door jambs are done. I haven't started the door like I had mentioned before and previously. Here it is, but it will be done. It will get done, and as soon as I get that squared away, we are going to be cleaning all this out. I'm going to be separating all the stuff that belongs to interior and exterior, and packing everything that's for interior. Try to get the seats out, and then I'm going to tape the window areas and get all that done. So here we are, and that's it. I do have that revealing piece over there. I don't know if you can see it. That piece over there is the piece that goes right here on the trunk, so I'll work on that as well. The tail lights, and then the other areas that belong to the trunk. So I started working on the roof. There was waves in the roof, and I still think that there is a wave in the middle, so that's why I had to put some guide coat on here. I don't know, I feel like there's a dip in the middle, somewhere in the middle right there, because when I look from back here, it looks like there's a dip right there, but as I glide across it, it looks okay. As soon as I start blocking that, I'll find out how it looks, but I'm not satisfied. I was taking my time with it, and it's already been about 2 weeks. If we put it all together, I think that I worked on it like for 3 days straight out of 2 weeks, and I'm still not satisfied with it. So I gotta make sure that I get this done properly, because it's just bugging me for me, right? Maybe other people are not gonna see it. Professionals definitely will see it, but there was waves. And as you saw in the previous video, there was a lot of patchwork on with Bondo and everything, because those were all low spots. But here we are, and I just finished putting the guide coat about 10 minutes ago, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on sanding this, just to make sure that I get everything just right before I continue. Something else I discovered is that this area right here needs to be hit down with a hammer and a dolly because it's too high. The water's not gonna go down through here at all if I don't hit this down. I seal this up. I need to sand this down. The same thing goes for the other side right there in that corner and that corner right there. But other than that, as soon as I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and sand this down, get all this cleaned up and ready for primer, getting rid of this rust that I have right here, surface rust, and only then I'll be able to go ahead and continue on working on the trunk lid. But before I do that, that's just one of the things that I gotta finish. This area right here, extremely hard for me to do, but I also have a little bit of chips here. I don't know if you can see that. There's 2 chips there, one right there, right there. I got a couple right here. There's one right there, little gash right there. I gotta look for them on the edges, but other than that, all this is done. As soon as I get that done, we're gonna keep moving. So then I'll be able to go ahead and sand these out right here, the housing for the headlights, and make them look like new. As you guys saw the bolts how they looked before, take a look at the water now. They're getting, here's a better look and a better view at to how the rust is breaking down. The plastics, I'm not sure if that's gonna work, but it seemed to be breaking down the rust from them. So I'm just gonna use a little nylon brush to clean them out, and then some CLR, and then we'll see how those goes, and I'll put them back in there and after I spray it with the paint. So that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and continue working on this. I'll bring you with me. Let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this roof, and then I'll bring you back so you don't sit there through the boring stuff that I gotta be doing. All right. This is going to be the last time that I'm blocking this, and as far as I can see, there is no more low spots, but if there is any, it should be very minimal. There should be nothing at all though. And what I'm going to try to do is now go ahead and sand this down and eliminate every single guide coat that is on here to ensure that it is nice and straight now. It took me all day going back and forth, sanding and making sure that everything is bondoed in and straightened out, trying to make sure that I knocked it all down. So here we go. And again, I'm not going to bore you with the sanding of the process of it. You've seen plenty of videos, people doing it on all their channels. So one less will make this a little bit faster for me to go ahead and do this. All right, let's go ahead and continue, and I'll bring you back once I'm done. Check out what came in the mail. Here it is. The Lowrider Boulevard. What is it? What did I buy from them? What did I order? And just like I promised, I was gonna go ahead. I got some stickers too. Check it out. Let me get in the light. Hologram Lowrider Boulevard right here. Gonna go right over there, right where my toolbox is. Remember guys, I got the still standing one right here. That's gonna go right here. Bam! That's gonna look good right there. So we'll go back and continue with this right here. Lowrider Boulevard right here. I got the gold one. This one's an extra large. I also bought the chrome one right here. Alright, well that's up for today, and hopefully you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm not a professional. I'm not sponsored by any means by any company, or I'm not promoting any of these companies, but these are the tools and things that I've been using to be able to work on my car. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Alright, thank you for watching.